and welcome back to my channel. Yay! I know I've been gone for a while. I keep getting uninspired from YouTube. I've been trying to focus on TikTok and Instagram, but it's really hard to focus on all the channels. So I'm back today to review my makeup collection. Yay! So what I'm going to be doing today is actually I'm going to be going through my whole collection, and I'm going to be telling you, my viewer, what I would repurchase and what I would not. If you hear a couple background noises, that is my 3-year-old. He just woke up from his nap. I was trying to work as quickly as I could to record this video while he was napping, but he didn't nap. I'm going to begin with, let's begin with foundations. They range from foundations to tinted moisturizers to BB creams, things like that I have on hand right now. I'm gonna begin with drugstore foundations. So first drugstore foundation that I have is the L'Oreal. And this one is the L'Oreal Infallible up to 24-hour fresh wear. It has sunscreen. This is one of the best drugstore foundations that I've ever come across, and it's all thanks to Leslie. I'm gonna see if I can tag her in the description below. Leslie recommended this for me, and it's been a good purchase so far. I would definitely repurchase this. It is full coverage. It does not feel heavy on the skin. It has a nice scent to it. The only cons, those are my pros, and it definitely does last a lot of hours. I would say more, no, I don't know. I would say it lasts definitely more than 10 to 15 hours. And I've used this in the hot weather. Girls, I live in Texas. And when I tell you Texas is hot, it is hot in the summertime. You sweat everything off. Like, you cannot keep a single thing on your face. Doesn't matter how many primers you add. And this stays on. I've had this on and I've been dripping wet. And this stays on. Okay, so definitely a good purchase. And I would repurchase this. Now, those were my pros. My con is the shade range. They do have a lot of shades, but the thing is that they have more pink tones to them than they do neutrals and any other tones. The undertone for this, for most of them, is pinkish or olive. I have not been able to find a true tone to my skin tone. I am neutral, so it's been really hard to find shades. I literally have 3 shades, girls. 3 shades. And even if I mix them together, if I create some concoction between all of them, I can still not find my right shade. So it's been really hard, especially because drugstore, they don't let you shade match. You can't just pop open. They don't have a try me. They don't have anything like that, which I actually feel like L'Oreal and every other drugstore brand should have try me's. They should have areas where you can definitely try these products, or maybe they should have an area where an associate is there that specializes in beauty, and they would be able to shade match you and things like that. I think that should be available for drugstore, even if it's just drugstore. In the shade 411, 420, and 415, and none of them are my shade, so that sucks. Drugstore foundation that I truly love, it is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless, and this one is in the shade 115. Now this one says, it doesn't say it's long wear. It is definitely long wear. It's not as long wear as this one, but it does last a lot. You can also sweat in it. It does not come off as easily. The pros to it is it has a nice coverage. The scent is a con. It smells like, I don't know how to, like lotion, kind of like those Viejita lotions. Yeah, that's what it smells like. So the less pretty strong, that's a con for me, but the pros are definitely overweighing the cons. So I would repurchase. I like it, but if I were to repurchase, I would repurchase it in the other shade, which is the not the matte one. I think it's the glow one or something like that. I don't know. This one, actually, I have to throw it out already because I've had it for years and I haven't used it in that long. So for foundations, I'm actually moving on to my high-end one. I only have one high-end foundation at the moment. I have had other ones, but this is the only one I have in my collection right now. And I do have the Natural Radiant Longwear NARS foundation. This one is about $49. I don't know. It's close to $50. It's really expensive compared to the drugstore. This one, I think it's $11, $12, somewhere along there. So this is how it looks. I do have a brand new bottle. Do I recommend this? For sure. I love the coverage. It is not full coverage. It is not full coverage. I would say it is a medium coverage and you can build it up, but it does help a lot to diminish my redness. So right now I'm literally wearing just one layer of foundation, obviously with powder and everything on, but it covers my redness. And I have a lot of redness, girls. I suffer from, what's it called? Rosacea. So my redness is never gone. I always 24/7 have redness on my face. So this definitely helps it a lot. I would definitely recommend it. Like I said, this one feels silky. It does not feel hard on the skin. It's like a very silky consistency. It feels really nice. I like the consistency. I like the way it smells. I love everything about this one. I definitely would repurchase because here's a new one. Yeah, the only thing that I would say is a con is the price point. It's pretty high up, but it's a nice bottle. It's glass, you know, like it has a little pump. Everything's great. My shade is Mont Black, and this is the perfect shade for my skin tone. I didn't have to fight the company to make shade. They have a range of different shades, and they're all great. So yeah, I would definitely recommend this one. I love other items I have here. I'm gonna start with drugstore. This is a tinted moisturizer. Now I bought this one based off of some reviews online. So this is the Maybelline Fit Me Tinted Moisturizer, and this is what it looks like. I don't know if you can see it. This is what it looks like. Now, there's no coverage to it, right? Because it's just a tinted moisturizer. It's like a moisturizer with a little bit of tint, literally. So there's no coverage to it. Like I'll add it and I can still see all my imperfections. The only thing that it helps with is with my rosacea. So it does calm down my redness. But when I apply this, it has to be applied with my fingers so the product gets warmed up in my face. If not, you could literally, like, it kind of settles into my skin and it creates like these like little crackles and it just looks horrendous. So I haven't used it ever since because I only can wear this during the winter weather, which is right now, because during the summer this thing will not stay on. Like it will not. So it has more cons than pros. The only pro, it would be that it's very lightweight and it's for those days you want to just like literally throw something on just so you don't look like made up, like you just woke up and you're naturally, you know, glowy and stuff. Other than that, everything is a con. The smell, the coverage, the way it settles into the skin, everything is a con. I don't remember the price point, but it's not super expensive. This one is the shade is 103. So yeah, this one, I got this one in BoxyCharm a while ago. This is from Tristique, and this is the stick foundation. Until a little bit ago, I found out that there's actually a brush on the other end, but you do have the stick foundation on this end. Now the shade match is pretty great. The con to this is the shade, of course. It is refillable, so that's another pro. I'm sorry, pro. It's another pro that has a little sponge. Now I tried it with the sponge. I don't see a difference. I don't know how to make it work with the sponge, but I guess it's very convenient for those people that like they're on the go all the time and they need something super quick to like add on. So this works great. The only thing is that the feeling of the foundation itself is it feels so cakey, at least on my own skin tone. It feels so cakey, like I feel it settling into my pores. It just feels like I have a mask on and I hate that feeling. So to me, this is automatically a no. I would not repurchase, and I would not repurchase this one. So moving on to concealers. Yeah, we're gonna move on to concealers. So I have several concealers. I have this concealer. This is the Too Faced Born This Way. Now, pros, it is a multi-use. You can conceal, contour, highlight, retouch, whatever you want. It's great for that. It's a multi-use. It has a lot of product actually. It has 0.45 fluid ounces. So that's, to me, it feels like a lot. The bottle is nice. It's not glass, but it's plastic, but it's a pretty nice, you know, it's pretty nice looking bottle. The shading is great. They have tons and tons of shades. This one's in the shade Snow. What else? The applicator is pretty cool. It has a really neat, a thick applicator for your, you know, to highlight underneath. So all of those they're pros. Now the con is, at least for me, I feel like it's too cakey. Like it makes my under eyes look too wrinkly. I don't know how to explain it, but it's too heavy for my type of under eyes. I prefer something that has like full coverage, but won't distinguish my wrinkles per se. So I would repurchase if I don't find a better one because I still like it. I still use it. You know, it covers, it makes me look nice. But if I find a better one, of course, I would buy the other one. But I would repurchase as of now. Now, moving on to this concealer. This concealer is from e.l.f. This is a 16-hour camo concealer, matte finish. I haven't used it. My daughter used it once, but the thing is that it's so hard to shade match in groceries and drugstores because there's no way you can open the package and like try it on there. So I bought it thinking this is a shade, opened it, used it once, wasn't able to return because of that. So I have it here. I'm actually gonna end up giving it to my mom. Now, as far as the applicator, it's the same one as the Too Faced. So if you want kind of like a dupe for it, I would say this is it. This does have less product, I think, in it because look at the size of the bottle. There's a big difference to it. This bottle is way more high-end. It looks way more aesthetically pleasing than this one. But of course, for something more affordable, I would go for this one. There's a lot of pros to it. The feel of it is pretty nice. It's thick. It's full coverage, but it doesn't feel heavy on the skin. It's nice. Cons, I don't know what the cons are. This is light beige and it's so dark for us. So, and it's very yellow. So I don't think this is light beige at all. So I would say cons, the matching, the shades, they're just a no. Moving on, I have the another drugstore one. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 20, which is Sand. And another one that I thought this was gonna match my daughter, which ended up being like completely dark for it. Too dark. I'm gonna give this one to my mom. Cons is the applicator is so small. There's so little product in it. I believe this was like $11. There's 0.23 fluid ounces. So I feel like it's pretty pricey for being a drugstore and the amount of product it has. The shades suck. I don't think there's a lot of shades for these concealers, but they're always sold out. And the applicator, I said the applicator, right? So yeah. Pros, I don't know because I never used it, so I wouldn't know. Would I repurchase this one? I don't know because I never used it. Would I repurchase this one? I probably would if I wanted to find a dupe for this one. They're kind of very similar, so I would repurchase the e.l.f. one. To this one, I have the It Bye Bye Under Eye. This is a full coverage anti-aging waterproof concealer, and this one is automatically a no. For this one, I would not repurchase this. It is too heavy, too cakey, too full coverage. I don't care how waterproof it is. It looks horrendous on me. Like, it looks horrible. It settles into my under eyes and it makes me look older than I am. It really, really does suck. I hate it. It does have 0.40 fluid ounces, 12 milliliters. So it has a lot of product. And for those that really, really need the full coverage here, or they need like a waterproof concealer because they go swimming or they sweat a lot or whatever, this would be a good product. Just for me, no, I wouldn't repurchase it. It's very expensive too. I think it's like almost $40. I don't know, somewhere along there. So it's too expensive. The shading, it sucks. This is light and it's like straight up white. So from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this is the contour stick. This is in the shade Fawn. Now my pros to it would be good shading. It has a lot of shades. The product is really good. It blends out really well. It has 0.32 fluid ounces, which I think is a lot of product. The cons, the logos fade too fast. The bottle thing doesn't stay on correctly. Like, it kind of comes off really easily. And I feel like that's it. Other than that, like, everything is great. I would definitely repurchase this one, yes. We're gonna continue on with our face products. So I'm gonna go in with, now I have this one from LA Girl. This is the Pro Conceal HD Highlight. I feel like this does nothing to my eyes. I don't care what people say, yeah, apply orange, whatever. It does nothing to my face. I don't know if it's because it's too light or just, I don't know. It does nothing. It does nothing. Nothing. So I would not repurchase this. I would try to find something similar, but a better brand, because this one is just no. This one from Revolution, and this is the Conceal and Correct Color Correcting Concealer. This one, I bought it in a shade, like, it's completely too dark for me. It works pretty great, to be honest. Like, it's great. The applicator is pretty big. I don't have a lot of cons for it, other than this is not the shade that should go with my skin tone. It's too dark for me. So yeah, I would repurchase this one just in a lighter shade. Going with the blushes. We're moving on to the blushes now, and I'm gonna start with my cream blushes, and then I'm gonna move on to my powder blushes. So first of all, I have this Rare Beauty one. This one is the Nearly Neutral, and this is the little pod one. Pros. It's a great shade. I love this color. This is my go-to always. The packaging is really, really cute. It has 0.17 ounces, which is not a lot of product, and it's not super cheap either. It has a mirror, which is a pro, and the product is easy to blend. Now the con is there's very, very little product. It's pretty pricey. And what I've noticed is that this is for more like girls that don't add foundation, because when I add this over my foundation, it takes it off. Like, I'm gonna be quite honest. It's very, very like silky, but kind of oily at the same time. So would I repurchase this? No, because I'm a full coverage, or at least medium coverage girl. I'm not natural because I already have natural redness. So no, I would not repurchase this, but I would definitely try the liquid blushes. Those look like they're great. Then we're gonna move on for this one. This is the Chiate Dewy Blush Glossy Cheek Tint, and this is in the shade Papaya. This is what the product looks like. It's a liquid blush or a liquid tint. Pros. The packaging is cute. It's small. It's light. You can take it anywhere. The colors are very nice. It has 0.33 fluid ounces, which is a lot of product. I don't know the price tag of this because I got it in my BoxyCharm. Now, the cons. The cons are the product itself. So the product is just same as the Rare Beauty one. You apply it over foundation and it completely takes off your foundation. Like, it does not stay. It takes it off. I already tried it with a sponge, my fingers. I tried all the methods. Nothing works. Would I repurchase this? No. This is more for like those natural days. If you didn't have any redness to your face and you didn't want to wear makeup, you could just add a little bit to your cheeks, and this would help bring some color back into your face. But not for me, because I have a lot of redness already, and what I'm trying to do is hide the redness, not bring it out more. So no, I would not repurchase. And this is from AOA Studio, and I bought this at Miss A in the Houston Mall. This is Color Flush Liquid Blush, and I don't know what the shade of this. This is the shade Walnut. Pros, I love the little packaging. It's very small. Plus, this was, I think, $2, $1, somewhere along there. The applicator is kind of like a lipstick applicator. For $1 or $2, I think it's great. Actually, the product is really good. I have it on right now. You can apply this over foundation and it blends out perfectly. I have even used it over powder and it blends out to a dream. It's perfect. There's no cons to it other than nothing. Other maybe than the amount. It's 0.8 fluid ounces, but for the amount you're using, you literally you just need to tap it once and you're good for each cheek. Like, it's good. So it's just the fluid ounces that is a con. That is it. I would repurchase that over and over and over and over. It's great. It's a great product. We're moving on to this blush. Now, this is a trio, but I'm gonna rate the blush in here. The blush, this is from Alley Oop, and this is the Sassy Pants Stack the Odds trio, and it comes with the mirror, which is a highlighter, the blush, which my son put his fingers in there, and a bronzer, also put his hands in there, so I don't have much bronzer left. But the blush is pretty good, to be honest. The product is good. I don't like the stackable. I know it's very convenient for the girls that travel. I just feel like no, I don't like it. I don't like it twisting it. I don't like it. The blush itself is like creamy. It's not like a liquid blush, but it's definitely creamy. It settles into the skin very nice. I would use it mostly with my fingers or a sponge, not so much a brush, because the brush is going to cause you to remove your foundation underneath. So would I repurchase this? No, I don't find the meaning of, like, I didn't even like the bronzer or the highlighter, so why would I repurchase the blush? It's crazy. And it's a very expensive toy. I can't remember the price tag, but I remember it was expensive. So no, I would not. We're gonna move on to our powder blushes because we're continuing with the face products first. So I have lots of blushes actually. I'm gonna start with my Chiate London Marble Blight Halo blush, and I really like Chiate. I feel like they're a great brand, to be honest. This one, I've had it for years. I got it into BoxyCharm once. This is what it looks like. The color is great. So the pros are that the color, there's a mirror, the packaging is really, really cute. The product itself is powder. The powder feels very, very silky. It's very nice. It settles into the skin really nice. There's like glow to it. I love it. I honestly cannot find any con to this. Maybe other than the price point. I can't remember how much it costs. It's not super expensive, but it's not super cheap either. So I would repurchase this, to be honest, if they have it available, because I feel like it's a limited edition. Then we're gonna move on to this brand. This is the Mellow Cosmetics Powder Blush. This is in Bronze Goddess. Now, I'm gonna be quite honest. The product itself is nice. The product, it settles well into the skin. It's a really nice, it kind of looks like bronzer, but it's a blush. It's really nice. It has some glow to it. The only con is that there's no mirror, and they finessed me to purchase these, thinking that I was gonna get some type of discount or something like that. I didn't receive nothing. I didn't receive no shout out. So working with them was a mistake. I wasted $60 on their brand for them to scam me, basically. So they do have good products because I have a couple of their items, but I don't like the way they were making business. So I would not repurchase these at all. I have this Trip for Two from Wander Beauty, and this is a bronzer and a blush. Now the blush, love it. Pro is the shade is perfect. The powder itself is perfect. I cannot find a single con to this product. It's great because it's in twos. When I travel, I take this one the most, and as you can tell, I love this I love this bronzer. I hit pan on it already. There's a mirror to it, so it's very handy, very convenient. I would definitely repurchase this. I have this Cheek Stars Reunion Tour Benefit. It has a bunch of things in here. Now, this is what I would use to carry around because it has everything you could possibly ask for. These are blushes, bronzer, blush of all tones, and then you have a highlighter. It came with a brush, but I lost it. This cost me $60. Would I repurchase? No, because I literally do not use these two. This one is too dark for me. I do like this one. I usually mix them all together, and the highlighter is good. So I would only use these three. I don't see the point of using these two. They're not for my shade. So I would not repurchase, but it is a very good palette, you know. It's too chunky, and this ripped off pretty easily. So I don't know what that says about y'all. Okay, now we have this one from Seraphine Botanicals. It's the Primrose and Cream Lip and Cheek Cream Palette. Would I repurchase it? Yes. They are cruelty-free, and the cream on them is really, really nice. It settles into my skin really nicely. I don't have any issues with it. The only con is that it broke off really easily, so now it's open like this. I hope the blushes don't run dry, but yeah, it's a good product. I really, really like this one. It has shea butter and everything. You can use it for both lips and your cheeks. So I would repurchase. Just maybe they need to switch out their packaging, because if the packaging is going to stay the same, then I wouldn't repurchase. Moving on to the Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this is the blush trio, and we have 3 different shades. Now I got this one in TJ Maxx one time, a long time ago. I really like, you see how the mirror, this is still here. The shades are too dark for my skin tone. I still use them, but I wear very little. That's why I have never hit pan, because I use very little amount. I don't know why I'm looking this way. I use a very little amount because they are very, very dark. I should have gotten for like lighter tone. This is more for darker girls. The shades are wonderful. They're beautiful. The pigmentation is really, really nice. So I would repurchase this one, but in a lighter shade. So yeah, did I say this is from Anastasia Beverly Hills, by the way? Okay, then we have the Alamar Cosmetics Colorete Blush Trio. Would I repurchase this one? Yes. Their shades are really, really nice. I would repurchase it, but in different tones. This is not my tones. I don't like to use peach or orange. So as you can see, I only use this one, and I already hit pan in it. It's nice because it comes with a mirror. I know they upgraded their packaging, because I was gonna say the packaging is not it. It's too flimsy, it's too cheap looking, but I know they upgraded it now. It definitely looks a lot better. So I would repurchase with different shades and the new packaging. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the bronzer. So I already told you about the trio, so I don't have to think about this one. I would definitely repurchase it. I have the Ace Beauté Bronze in Paradise Blush Palette. I I would not repurchase this one only because I don't need this many shades. The only one I use is this one, and I still feel like it's too dark for me. The packages is very flimsy. It's cute, but it's flimsy. You know, it's a cheap kind. There's a mirror to it. This would be perfect for the girls that do makeup for a living. They have a lot of shades to it. It comes with 4 shades. So that would work perfect for y'all, but not for me. I would not repurchase, sorry. Then we have the Aesthetica Contour Series Cream palette here. This is a contouring palette. I don't know. I would repurchase if I was a makeup girly that did makeup for a living, but I am not. I'm just one single girl. And so I would not repurchase for that, but it definitely do recommend for the girls that do makeup, because you can refill these and it's actually a really good product. It has a mirror. You know, it's honestly, the product itself is really good. The cream is really pigmented. It's a really nice palette, just not for me. Okay, so the bronzer I reviewed on the Cheeky Stars palette is the same as the Hoola. So I do have the Hoola here. Like I said, this one is too dark for me, so I don't use it anymore. But this was my holy grail before when I like to look orange. I did hit pan a little bit here. Would I repurchase it? No. Maybe I would repurchase it in the lighter one, the light one. Stuff from Alamar Cosmetics. I would repurchase this one. It's my favorite highlighter ever to exist. It has a mirror. The highlighter itself is very, very pigmented. It's very, very pretty and blendable. It's really, really nice. There's no cons to it at all. I don't have any complaints about that one. We have the Ace Beauty Glow Essentials highlighter palette as well. I'm just one single person. I don't need this many highlighters, so I would not repurchase. But it would be perfect for my girls that do makeup for a living. Like I said, I don't like the highlighters itself. I feel like these ones specifically are too chunky. Like the glitters are too chunky. It's too much for me. You see the difference from this one that looks like a glow, just like a natural glow to the skin, as this one that's like more, like there's more chunkier. I'm gonna use one that kind of similar as the La Costa. Like just the shading is different. It's more like a metallic eyeshadow. Like that one is really nice actually. It's this one in the middle. But I would not repurchase because it's just too much for me. Okay, we're continuing on with the face products. So I am going to review let's do primers. So I have a bunch of them. Let's start with the No Problem Prime Essence. This one is from Touch and Soul. I literally don't see any difference ever. I would not repurchase only because I don't find the meaning of it. Like, I know it's an essence, but what is it for? So I would not repurchase. The Yenza Color and Face Essential Glow Tone Up Primer. This one, it's a pretty nice primer, but I have used millions others that are way better. So I would not repurchase, but it is a great product overall. We have this one that is the Professional Pore Primer. This one is automatically a no. I would never repurchase. It makes me look like I have silicone in my face. It feels ugly. It feels nasty. And it settles into my pores instead of hiding them. So no. Oh, I have this highlight. I forgot. These are glow drops, and these was from Jecca Black. Yes. All of it. Yes. Just one Pore Speak On Matte Primer. And this one's from First Aid Beauty. Yes. In comparison to this one settles into my pores. It makes me feel like silicone and stuff. This one does not. Like, it does not. It feels wonderful on the skin. It makes me look like very smooth. It's just a really nice product. This is the travel size. I was just testing it out, but it's really, really nice. I would definitely repurchase in the bigger size. That I use the most, and I have repurchased several times, it is the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better Primer, oil-free, makeup gripping base, and pore refiner and hydrator, and all-day grip technology. That's a mouthful. And it's yes to all of it. The only con is the price tag and maybe the packaging, because it looks like I don't know. Maybe they could make it nicer. I don't know. So yeah, I would repurchase. So I have this one, the Cicapair from Dr. Chart, and this is the Tiger Grass Color Correcting Treatment. This is like a cream. It's a green cream that you add to your face, and it removes the redness from your face. It does work, and it kind of goes in, it kind of settles into the skin, and it kind of goes on like a foundation, kind of like this, like a moisturizing foundation or something. I don't know how to describe it, but the feel of it feels throughout the day really oily and really heavy on the skin. So I would not repurchase, because this little bottle was like almost $20, and the big one is like almost $60. So no, I would not repurchase, only because of the way it feels. I love I love the thought of it. Just on to setting sprays because I'm working on this drawer. I already worked on both drawers actually. So I'm gonna work on this drawer that I'm gonna finish up. So I have 3 different setting sprays here that I'm gonna talk about. So we're gonna start off with the Milani Make It Last Original Natural Finish Setting Spray. This is a yes in every way. I really like it. It sets my makeup really nicely. Is it super long lasting? No, obviously, but it does last longer than most setting sprays that are from the drugstore, and it's not expensive at all. So I would repurchase this, and I actually have repurchased it several times. Then we're gonna move on to the MAC Fix Plus. I bought the travel size only because I wanted to test it out first. Would I repurchase it? No, I've used many other setting sprays that are much better. I don't know if this is considered a setting spray. It says here, it is a skin refresher finishing mist. Maybe I should try it out as a skin refresher instead of a setting spray. So I don't know. I'll give this a fair chance. I will repurchase it only to continue testing it out as a skin refresher. Then I have this one. This is from Urban Decay. This is the All Nighter Spray. This is automatically a yes and everything. The only con would be the smell, because it kind of does smell like hairspray kind of, but all the pros to it, which is how long it makes my makeup last, how it settles into my skin, the price tag, and everything about it is just, it overweighs the con. So yes to repurchasing this, which I actually have throughout. So I'm gonna move on to my moisturizer because this is the only one that I have available on hand. So I have the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel Hyaluronic Acid. This one is a yes to everything. It is, I have dehydrated dry skin, and this is perfect for my skin, and I have super sensitive too. And this has never irritated my skin. So I would and have repurchased this millions of times. So yes, I would definitely. These ones here, I have 2 actually. This one is actually brand new, and I have this one. I have used this for many years. It is a very affordable option. The only thing is that I know there was a lot of controversy going around with it having talc, and which supposedly talc is like really bad for you or something like that. I don't know, dude. But they were saying this is really bad for your skin, so I stopped using it. But it is actually a really great product. I would definitely repurchase it if, you know, I didn't have my Laura Mercier one. So yes to repurchasing it. It's a great product. I don't have any cons to it other than the smell. It smells like a viejita. It smells like an old lady, but everything else outweighs that, you know, like it's. Okay, moving on to, I don't know if they're considered drugstore, but they're definitely affordable brands. I have this one that I received in my BoxyCharm. Is from OPB Beauty London. It's a loose setting spray, and this is in translucent. Now the translucent, it's very white, so it does kind of settle into my skin. It doesn't feel as silky as, let's say, the Laura Mercier one. So I would not repurchase, but it is a great, you know, it was a great product. I did end up liking it. I actually used several of it. I mean, I used a good amount of it. Okay, then we have the Cap Cosmetics Translucent Loose Setting Powder. Now, supposedly this is translucent, but where? Because it is very warm tone. And let me tell you, when I added this, it would make me look super dark here compared to the rest of my face. So no, I would not repurchase this. And I didn't actually really end up liking the product either way. So no. Moving on to my NARS one. This, my brother-in-law gave it to me. He works for NARS. This is a translucent crystal light reflecting setting powder. Would I repurchase this? No, because of the price tag. It's a great product, and it's used to reflect for like people that take a lot of pictures. I just, the feel of it feels like it kind of feels like cornstarch for some reason. I don't know how to explain the feeling, but no, I would not repurchase it. This one is the Laura Mercier, and I believe this is a translucent. This is the Ultra Blur, so it's different from the original one. This is the Ultra Blur, and yes, I would repurchase this one. It's a great product. I'm wearing it right now. It smooths out my under eyes. The only con to it would be the price tag. It's pretty pricey, but I would definitely repurchase it. Moving on to my pressed powders, I have my Infallible. This one's from the drugstore. Infallible 24-hour fresh wear, and this one is in the shade 5, which is Pearl. Would I repurchase it? Yes, it's a great shade. It's a great product. The only thing would be, there's no cons to it, to be honest. It's a great product. It's good coverage. It's actually pretty high coverage. So yeah, I would repurchase it. Then I have the Fenty Beauty. It's actually a really nice powder. It's settled into my skin really nicely. It has good coverage. It has a mirror up here, and then it has a tiny mirror here with the sponge. The con to it would be that the shade, I was never able to find a neutral tone to my skin. And I know that Fenty Beauty carries a lot of, so maybe I just really sucked at color matching myself, but this one's definitely a no. Would I repurchase it? Yes, but I would try a different shade. This one is in 170. Okay, so we're gonna move on to my eyeshadow palettes. I have several of them, so let's try to go through them as quickly as possible. So I'm gonna start out with my big palettes, and then we're gonna move on to my little palettes. Big palette. This, I bought it at Morphe a while ago. This is the Morphe X9N Fierce Fairy Tale palette. You can actually find this already in TJ Maxx. I saw some people buying stuff from this collection in TJ Maxx. This is the colors inside. My son already put his fingers in there, so it's almost all destroyed. It is a great palette. There's wonderful colors to it. This is more for like girls that actually like to work with colors. The only con would be that the shimmers aren't really shimmering to my taste. So would I repurchase it? No, I wouldn't. Moving on to my Chiate London. This is the Editor palette. This is what the colors look like, and we're gonna run it down to no, I would not repurchase it, only because I don't like the way that the shadows blended. They are very patchy, and the shimmers aren't shimmering, and just the colors are not vibing with me. Like I don't know. This one actually looks really nice. I don't see like let me show you. Like the pigment is not there. Like I would have to press down pretty hard, and I still feel like the pigment is not there. So no, I would not repurchase it. You want more cookies? We're moving on to the Spanglish. This is from Alamar Cosmetics. These are the shades. It only has those tones. So would I repurchase? No, only because I don't really use it. Like I literally do not even turn to this one. I don't use it. The only ones that I use here is this one and maybe this one a little bit. It's a really nice palette, just not for me. The colors are not for me. The Wander Beauty Wanderous Escape palette. This is a really nice, the shadows actually are really blendable. They're really silky. They have a lot of pigment. The shimmers are shimmering. This I would definitely repurchase. It's a great palette, and I actually really like using all of the shadows. So yes, I would repurchase. The Cocoa Blend palette, would I repurchase this? No, the eyeshadows are hard to blend. The shades are pretty nice, but it's very similar to many other palettes out there. So no, I would not repurchase. Plus there's no mirror to it, so if I were to travel with this, I would have to travel with a separate mirror because there's no mirror to it. So no, I would not repurchase. Sorry. On to the Touch and Soul Fill Up Orange here. The only thing I like about this palette is the pressed glitter, which actually already fell off because my son put his fingers in there. I don't use any other shades, so no, I would not repurchase this. I have the Dominic Cosmetics Celestial Thunder palette. This is the palette in question. Would I repurchase this? No, literally the only shade I use is this one. Other than that, this one, but this one is more like it's like a topper. It's not even a shadow. It's not a shimmer. It's just a topper. It's just kind of like the glitter. It has no pigmentation to it. This one is pretty nice, but I wouldn't repurchase it. Sorry, just the shades are not it. I did receive it in a boxy charm though, so we have the Violet Voss Essentials Pro Series palette. It comes with a mirror, so that's pretty cool. But actually, I tend to lean towards this one a little more than the other ones because it has black. And these shades are a little more my tone. The shimmers definitely shimmer. Would I repurchase it? No, because there's lots of palettes with the same shade range and with better product in it. So no, I would not repurchase. Okay, moving on to the Beauty Bakery Sour You Doing eyeshadow palette. And this one is really cute. It has a mirror, and it's a pretty large mirror, so that's pretty good. The shadows are giving. They have great pigment. The colors are nice. It's a good color story. The shimmers definitely shimmer. I love to use this one. It has like a purple shimmer to it. It's really pretty. I would repurchase this one for sure. It even has a white one, which is very rare to find white eyeshadows in eyeshadow palettes. So yes, I would repurchase this one, and I would definitely repurchase more palettes from her brand. Okay, so we have the Dido Venus Palette Limited Edition. This one also has, it's a pretty big palette. It comes with a big mirror. The shades are really, really nice. I actually do tend to use this one a lot, especially this one here. I really love this one, this brown one as well, and this one. The shimmers are beautiful. The tones are nice. The shadows themselves are like really blendable. So if I were to repurchase this one, I would actually. I really, really did like it. So we have the Ace Beauté Scarlet Dusk palette. This is the palette in question here. It does come with a mirror. The shadows are really, really nice. The color story is really nice. The shadows, they're pigmented and they're blendable. The shimmers are really pretty. Would I repurchase this? Yes, I would. Especially for my darker skin tone girls, because these shades would look beautiful on y'all. Like this is really, really nice. So yes, I would repurchase. Then we have the Ace Beauté Grandiose palette. This one, automatically a no, only because it does not have a mirror. The pan sizes are pretty big, but the shadows on this one compared to the other one, these are less blendable. The shimmers don't really shimmer too much. So the only one I lean towards is this one. So no, I would not. We have the Tarte, and this is the, I believe, Be You Naturally palette. This I got from a BoxyCharm. The shadows themselves are not really blendable. They're a little more chalk feeling. I don't lean towards this one a lot. It's just for like those moments I really need like a really natural look. So no, I would not repurchase this one. We have the Marvelous Mauves from Dose of Colors. Honestly, the color story is really nice. It's not my type of tones that I like typically to use, but it has a nice mirror. It comes with a blonde brush, which is pretty nice. Would I repurchase? No. I feel like the shadows, they're not like super silky. I have used them before. I wouldn't repurchase in this tone, maybe a different one, but definitely not this one. We're moving on to the Natasha Denona, and this is Cupid. This one is very beautiful. I always use these shades. The pigmentation is there. It's 100%. The shimmer. They're very blendable. The only thing is that they broke pretty quickly. Would I repurchase? Yes, I would. They're really, really nice. Type, but in this one, this is in Peak, and the same thing, blendable, shadow. They're all really nice. Yes, I would repurchase. I have the Mellow Cosmetics one that I was telling you girls about, that they kind of finessed me into purchasing their products. It's actually a really good palette. I actually tend to reach for it a lot, but I would not repurchase from them only because they did scam me. So I'm gonna kind of review some cream eyeshadows I have here. So I have this one from Chiate, and this is the Eye Luster. Automatically, yes. I've actually been trying to repurchase this one. It's a very pretty metallic shimmer cream eyeshadow, and it looks beautiful. So yes, I will be repurchasing this one. I also have the Studio Makeup Endurance Cream Eyeshadow, also a shimmery eyeshadow. It's really nice. I actually would repurchase this shadow, and yeah, I would. Yeah, I would. Yes. Then I have the Girl Lactic eyeshadow. This one, at least this tone itself, I did not like. It doesn't really stand out in my eye, but the product itself is really nice. And this is in the shade Glam. I would repurchase it, but in a different tone. Moving on to mascaras now. I actually have several of them. So I have the Idole from Lancome. This one, would I repurchase it? No, it's very expensive, and I don't feel like it does anything to my lashes. Obviously, I am going to use it because I have to use it, but no, I would not repurchase it. I have the Benefit I have the Roller Lash from Benefit. Would I repurchase this? Yeah. I mean, I found different mascaras that actually work better, but I would repurchase it if, I wanted to. Not right now, though, but I would someday, maybe. Telescopic Lift L'Oreal Mascara. This actually, I just tested it out today. I'm wearing it right now. Would I repurchase it? No. I mean, it looks nice, but I like the original one better. So no, I would not repurchase that. I only have 2 liquid liners. Is the Prosa Delineador. This is a Mexican brand. Would I repurchase this? No, because it is not waterproof. It is not smudge proof. It comes off super easily. So no, I would not repurchase this. And then I have the One Size. Yes, to everything. It's perfect. The only con would be the cap easily comes off, so that's the only con. But other than that, everything else is great. I actually have repurchased this many times. But we're gonna start with this one. This one's from Benefit, and it's the eyebrow tint something. Would I repurchase it? Yes, I actually did end up using it a lot before. Just my hair is a different tone now, so I don't use it anymore. But yes, I would repurchase this one. I have this pencil, which is this one is a Precisely My Brow Pencil in shade 3. Like I said, my tone is different, so I don't use it anymore. Would I repurchase it? Yes, I actually would. I would repurchase it. It's a nice pencil. It's creamy. It's pigmented. It's nice. I would repurchase this one. Then I have the Gimme Brown Plus Volumizing Pencil. Would I repurchase this? No. It's an actual pencil, and I liked it at first, but I ended up actually not liking it after a while. Only because I feel like I don't know. Maybe it's because it's not my right shade right now, but I would not repurchase this. Not as of right now. Then I have this one from $1 Billion Brown. This is the Micro Blade Effect Brow Pen. Yes, I would repurchase it. I really like it. It makes it seem like I have like full brows with this one. So yes, I would repurchase it. Then I have this one, which is the Goof Proof Brow Pencil. Would I repurchase this one? No, I feel like just the pencil itself is too thick. And I like the small pencil more. So no, I would not repurchase this. This is from AOA, and this I got from Miss A, and yes, I would repurchase this. This is like $1, and it's a slim brow pencil, and I loved it. I would definitely go back and buy this like tomorrow if I could. Okay, so now I have the MAC eyebrow styler in stud. I'm still testing this out. So far, I would not repurchase. It was pretty pricey. The only thing is that it's so like dry. It's awesome because it won't come off too quickly, but when I'm doing my brows like this, it does not work. It does not add the pigment to it. So I would definitely have to continue using this with no product in my brow. So I don't know if I would repurchase this one. And I have the ColourPop, and this is in clear. This is the brow something. No, I would not repurchase. It does nothing to my lashes, to my eyebrows, and actually leaves like a white cast to it. So no, I ended up not liking it. Sorry. Okay, I'm gonna move on real quickly to liquid lipsticks. I'm not gonna show you all the different shades I have, but I'll show you the brands. So I have a ton of these. These are from Dose of Colors, and these are my favorite liquid lipsticks ever to exist. I have a ton of shades. I literally have like 15 of them. Would I repurchase? Yes, I would. I really do like them. You see, like I have all types of shades, even like the old type, the white cap. I have this NARS lip pigment. Yes, I would repurchase because it is a great lip tint. It's actually very pigmented and it lasts a while. The only thing is the price tag is pretty high, but I would definitely repurchase because I don't mind spending that extra $1 for that one. I have the Wet n Wild, and these are I don't know which ones these are, but this is the Mega Last Matte lipstick, and this, no, just no. I'm gonna tell you with that, no. It feels horrible on my lips, y'all. Like, it feels horrible. I have this one from Ace Beauty. I would not repurchase. The lipstick itself is too creamy to the point that it literally does not last on my lips at all. It's a very beautiful lipstick, just no. MAC lipstick here. I've had this one for a long time. This is the Ruby Woo. Yes, I would repurchase these lipsticks. MAC actually makes really great lipsticks, so yes, I would. I have the Ace Beauty, I have the Artist Couture here. Yes, I would repurchase. His products are really great. The lipstick itself is really pigmented, and it's nice. It's nice. I would repurchase. I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills lipsticks here. These are the satin lipsticks. I definitely would repurchase. These are my favorite go-to lipsticks. So yeah, I would repurchase. Once again, I have the Mellow here. It's a really nice lipstick, to be honest. The product is nice. The smell is nice. But I would not repurchase because they financed me. That's why. That's the only reason why. Okay, now we're moving on to... Oh, those are my liquid lips. Okay, so let's continue with liquid lips. So I have the Balm here. These are my favorite liquid lips as well. They're minty and they feel great on my lips. Yes, I would repurchase. I have the Best of Cosmetics here liquid lipsticks. Yes, I would repurchase because they do like last a lot. They are a little bit drying on my lips. They're super matte, but they do last a long time. So yes, I would repurchase. Let's see. I have this one, Element Beauty in Matte. No, I would not repurchase this. I actually got this off of Amazon. It smells very, very strong and just no. Brands. I have this one, which is a Marc Jacobs. Would I repurchase? No, the lipstick feels like too... I don't know how to explain it, but it's like the creaminess. It's just, it feels too heavy on the lips, so no. I have this one from Juvia's Place, automatically a no. The lipstick feels like very rough on the lips. I just don't like the way it feels on my lips, and I don't like the color either. The bottle itself is like very flimsy, like it's, I don't know, it's like cheap ass plastic. So no, I would not repurchase. I have this lipstick here from Hank and Henry. This is a really nice lipstick. It's actually really pretty. You push it here, take it out. The lipstick itself feels really nice on the lips. It has a lot of pigment. Yes, I would repurchase. This one from Appeal. I know it's a small brand. It's a very small brand, but it's actually a really nice lipstick. It reminds me of drugstore. So yes, I would repurchase. I have Iconic London. I have 2 different shades. No, it is minty. I don't like the applicator, and I don't like the way it's so sticky on the lips. So no, I would not repurchase. I have Beso Cosmetics as well, and lip glosses. Yes, I would repurchase the lips. The lip glosses itself feels really nice. It's not sticky. Oh, never mind. The scent is really great. So yes, I would repurchase. House from Maybelline. Would I repurchase? Yes. The applicator is really chunky. It's really nice. It has a really nice tone to them. The only con is the way it feels is very like soft. Like it's not sticky, but I don't know how to explain it. It's just, I don't know how to explain, but it's really nice. I would repurchase them despite that sensation on the lips, but yeah. Marc Jacobs, I would repurchase. I actually really, really like the lip gloss. I like the way it feels. I like the applicator. The only thing is that they're discontinued. So even if I would repurchase, I wouldn't be able to. Then we have the NARS. This one I would not repurchase only because the applicator is nice. The feel of it is nice. It's not heavy. It's not sticky. But the price is very expensive for the way it does not last on my lips. Like at all. Like it does not. Like I just put it on 20 minutes ago and it already faded. It feels really nice. It's a very lightweight feel and it has kind of like a shimmer to it. And it's not sticky. It's not like a lip gloss. I would consider this more like a lip oil, to be quite honest with you. I would not repurchase it. Let's move on to lip liners pretty quickly. I'm just going to do the brands, not all the shades I have. So I have the Morphe ones. I have a couple of them actually. Yes, I got these as a gift and I would repurchase them. They're really nice. I have this one from Moonlit. I'm guessing it's called Moonlit Cosmetics. Yes, it's very creamy. It's very nice. The pigment is there. I would repurchase this brand. Becca Cosmetics. Yes, I don't know if they're still in, I'm pretty sure they're discontinued probably already because I don't think Becca exists anymore. But I would have repurchased them if they were available to me. They're really nice lip liners. Plus they have like a smudge proof and they had a sharpener here at the end as well. Then I have the Alarmar Cosmetics lip liner. This was in Birthday Suit. I would not repurchase this. The product itself is too creamy to the point that it does not last in my lips at all. And there's not a lot of pigment to it. So no. I have the Ace Beauté lip liner. Yes, it's a really nice lip liner. The pigment is there. The only thing that I don't like is that it's plastic and I can't sharpen it. And I hate when that happens because I can't even... Oh, I can't twist it up. What? I'm crazy. What? So yes, I would repurchase actually. I have this one from Dirty Little Secret. No, I would not repurchase. It's dry. It's literally like a pencil. You drag it across my lips and they hurt. My lips hurt. No, I would not repurchase these. Morphe, yes. Then I have this one from Milani. Yes, I would repurchase. It's also plastic. You can, do it like this and down. The shades are nice. I don't think they have a lot of shades though, so that's a con, but I would repurchase it. It's creamy. It's pigmented. It's nice. And it's affordable. I have a Dragon Beauty. This is my favorite lip liner for now. It was really, really big. Like I haven't even gone through half of it and I use it a lot. So yes, I would definitely repurchase this. It's pigmented, it's creamy, and it lasts, and it doesn't come off too easily. So yes. Then I have a pen. I'm just kidding. Then I have the LA Colors. Now I bought this one because of the color, because I've been looking for a brown like this. Would I repurchase it? Yes, because it's affordable. The only con is that the packaging is so flimsy, like this thing falls off pretty quickly. So when I'm putting on my liner, it just like drops down. So I would repurchase it still. This is from NARS, and this is kind of like a lip crayon. Would I repurchase this? No, because I didn't even buy it. I got it as a gift. I do use it. I do like it. I actually end up using it like a lip tint, like when I want color, but not as a lip liner. So if I were to repurchase it, it would be as a lipstick, not as a lip liner. Yeah. Then I have this one. Oh, this is Morphe. Becca. So all the girls, I think that's pretty much it. I think that's all I can do as of right now. If you're willing to go for a second part, I would love to create a second part, but as of right now, I'm done with that video. I need to go and edit that. So I'm gonna exit off. Thank you so much for watching, girls. I hope you enjoy this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow me on all my socials, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. I have 2 accounts. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the rest of your week, and I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye.